what is up, ladies and gentlemen?
We live.
Well, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined by this motley crew of cool-ass people, Big Money Drew, the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian, that dude who sends on Sunday Center, that guy that I went to the movies with the other night and had actually a good time.
It was a good time.
Welcome to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, Friday Night Fights.
I have a question about your movie date with Husky the other night. Why did Husky say that you brought a pair of scissors and cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn? What was going on at the date?
Okay, so what had happened was I didn't want the butter on my penis.
And it was stink.
He said though after the movie he had to call you the Flash because you were done in like 10 seconds.
Wow, I don't know.
Look, so tonight, I don't know. Did you get the kick set up for Roundtable?
I haven't.
The kick.
What's
kick? Yeah, you got to explain that to these old people.
We are on kick. We are on kick for the first time because I'm streaming on that.
Hello, kick.
So we are on kick. K-I-C-K. You can get your meth and your Roundtable at the same spot.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Can I get some Percocets while we're at it?
Hey, Kurt Angle does. Why can't you?
Hell yeah.
Oh look, Blood was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out."
Yeah, I mean,
look, I said meth, and Bad Blood was like, "Gotta go."
I mean, we are really close to Fontana, so.
Listen, do we want to publicize all this fun that we're having? I don't know.
Ultimate Head said every podcast, Bad Blood is in a different room.
Yeah, no, he really is.
Hey, when you live in a mansion, you have plenty of options. So
his other wrestling name is Mint Jelly because he's on the lamb.
Mint Jelly.
Technical.
I know. I mean, I live in a mansion. I just take this bookcase to every room. And there's behind me.
Right. Looks like Bad Blood's having testicle difficulties.
Wow.
God damn it.
Hey, what's going on with the Wi-Fi over there?
My Wi-Fi.
I thought Husky helped with that problem. Isn't
Oh, well, that is true. He had to
Shane, you might have to go back over there.
He went for seconds for the popcorn.
He went for
I would thought the salt would have burned a little bit.
Ouch.
No, there was no salt on the popcorn. Oh shit! Sorry.
Like some buttery, salty balls.
No mustard on the hot dog either, but that's
there was no mustard on the hot dog.
They just put the popcorn kernels in there and let Bad Blood pop them himself.
Wow.
Whole nother meaning to chocolate salty balls.
I thought I was the only one bitch around here.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Anyway, Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
Speaking of Pride, for the first time ever in all of Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast trivia history, Husky was on the podium, ladies and gentlemen.
I was on the podium
he
for
was.
Pride Month.
It was he dedicated victory to you.
I
did.
Like,
this is for Big Money Drew.
Blessed. I feel blessed.
Yeah.
So let's get into this, man. What do y'all want to talk about first? Y'all want to talk about SmackDown? Or do y'all want to talk about good old Rampage?
I want to talk about.
I didn't watch Rampage, so
I want to talk about how come there's all of a sudden a brand new women's championship belt, and like now the Raw Women's Championship is dead, and what are they going to do with the Raw SmackDown or the SmackDown Women's Championship? And now they're going to unify the NXT Women's Championship and the WWE Women's Championship. What's going on? What's with the unifications and the removals and the ugly ass gold belts?
That's not a new belt. They just took Roman's and like, well, you're not here that option,
belt is
and they put a white strap on it.
Pretty much.
That's it. Yep.
Okay, so
that's how lazy this company is.
They're like, hey, Asuka, you got to share your belt with Roman.
Wow.
Nobody's ready for
Asuka. They're not ready for your belt.
Okay, you got to admit, Roman's only there every other week. So if he's not going to be there to wear it, I mean, someone else might as well use it.
Yeah, they just unscrew those plates, plop them on another belt, tie.
Yeah,
it's easy. It's easy to do stuff.
Wait, Drew, you said unscrew. You're giving way too much credit.
Right?
They've got Velcro, brother.
Velcro.
I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the strap of that belt lately, but it's all Velcro.
Look, they just Velcroed white leather over the black, and they just take it off when Roman comes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So Asuka got her new belt. It looks like Roman's.
And
She is now
Guess
the
came
women's
out
champion.
afterward.
She's now the WWE Women's Champion. And of course, much like the female Brock Lesnar came out,
Oh,
aka Charlotte Flair,
woo!
and was like, "Hey, nice belt. I want it. I
Right.
challenge
Sandbag.
you."
She's sandbagging the entire women's division.
But here's
No,
the
no,
thing.
no, no. She's not the female. She's not the female Brock Lesnar. Asuka isn't black.
True.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
would, if she would have took it from Bianca, then you'd have a
Then
point.
but here's the thing, though. Asuka could have been like, "No." She could have said, "Back in the line, bitch," but she didn't.
No.
So one of the funny moments for me for tonight was when Paul Heyman told Jimmy told Jay that he's being groomed to be the next tribal chief. What in the actual fuck was that all about?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, as an avid SVU watcher, I know all
Wait.
about people grooming people,
Wait,
and it's
wait.
not right.
Apparently,
And
Not
it's,
right
it's
at all.
never good.
Jay's,
No.
being,
Never good.
Jay's
No.
being groomed. Does that mean Paul Heyman took him to Target?
It was Bud Lights all around. Bud Lights all
Hey
around.
man,
He
I
took
went to Target today and bought some Bud Light. Shit.
Paul Heyman invited him to that special pizza parlor with
Hey.
the party room in the basement.
Roman
Hey,
and Jay
he-
went into that minivan and watched The Lion King and eating
He,
pancakes.
he was like, "Hey Jay, want to come to the basement of this pizza shop with me?
Oh my God.
What?
They got
What's your next
pepperoni."
popsicles?
Which I mean,
Yeah.
I'm eating pizza right now, so
So even
jealous.
when
I feel very attacked.
Heyman was like, "Yeah, I need your passport and your suit measurements," I was like, that's kind of creepy.
He's grooming them.
I'm gonna get you trapped in my country. You'll stay there for a while. You're not gonna have a choice.
Roman now old man Herbert from Family Guy. That's it.
He's like, "Hi there, Jimmy. How you doing? You want some candy?
You want to join about Items of Relevancy?
Wow.
Hey,
You want to come on my
hey,
phone?
hey Jay, you want to feel oozy?
Want to
Jay-
do the extra popcorn with the butter?
Jay can be like, "I never had Four Loko and Terramana together."
Wow.
I got a title shot in my pocket. Just reach
So-
on in and feel
Oh,
around.
Yes. So speaking of title shots,
I'm
got Jay
yamming
Uso.
it.
Jay Uso challenging for the United States Championship against Austin Theory in the main event.
Come
But,
on,
I was
you know
hoping
win
that-
shit.
We'll
Here's
go a
the worst-
different way, but, you know,
here's
it
the
didn't-
You
worst
ain't gonna win
part.
that shit.
I forgot that Austin Theory was even the U.S. champion.
I did too. I really did.
Yeah,
I don't know why y'all is sleeping on Austin Theory.
bro.
No, they
I'm
just
not saying
added-
he's going to go
advertising.
1,000 days, but what I'm going to say is that kid's got some gas in the tank. He's going to be around for a while. He's got a great look.
You
He's
sure
got
it's gas?
talent. It's gas.
Hey. Hey, I love Austin Theory. It's just the way he's been forgotten because they haven't
Yeah.
done nothing with them since Mania.
He's only in triple threat matches. Like, come the fuck on.
Well, come on. They're using so much creative talent on Gunther
Great
and
talent. Really?
the Bloodline story and with, Sammy
Karrion
and
Kross.
KO.
I'm so done with this shit, man.
Oh, not
Karrion Kross.
Not Karrion Kross.
So
As,
done with this
as the
shit.
advocate for Roman
Ah.
Reigns? Yeah.
Listen,
So go ahead, Drew.
I thought that good things were going to happen from the Usos finally doing that split.
No.
But silly me. I mean, how did I just not remember that this is WWE?
Yeah.
You're just gonna go right back to the same old fucking story that they love telling.
Good things don't happen.
They're going to drag it out.
So
Here's the thing.
the
At
next
this-
2 months is gonna be: is Jay still part of the bloodline? Is
No,
he
it's-
with Jimmy Uso? It's gonna be riveting television.
See, the problem is Roman has run through so many opponents. He doesn't really have any legit
Pretty much.
contenders left, and nobody's buying Jimmy or Jay as the new champ to dethrone him.
No.
So what do? Oh, internal struggle, internal strife. The idea. I mean, that was
I've been
really,
doing that for the last 7 months now.
but it was interesting because there was a third party, and that was
Right.
Sami Zayn. So now you're stuck with, oh, what's Solo going to do? Is he going to choose his brothers, or is he going to choose Roman? And
He already made his decision.
well,
What
and
do
he
you
already
mean?
chose. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And he already chose. He chose like so. Is he going to turn more times in the big show. Like, I'm going to turn this week. Oh, Solo going to turn this week. Oh, no, Solo's going to turn again. I mean, so you can't do that. So
No.
they painted themselves into a corner.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing.
Corner, actually.
The Bloodline story has been the best thing WWE has going on. Which is, I mean, it was a low bar to begin with. But they've been telling the same story ever since last summer. They've just interchanged the participants. Well, since really the beginning of the Bloodline. You know, when Jey Uso was feuding with Roman Reigns, that's what started the whole Bloodline.
Yes.
Is Jey going to come around? Is Jey going to come around? Okay, Jey came around. Now they add Sammy to the mix. Well, when's Sammy going to turn? Is it going to be Survivor Series? It's going to be here. It's going to be here. It happens at the Royal Rumble. Then after WrestleMania, okay, the Usos are on the outs with the Bloodline. When are they going to turn? Is it going to be here? Is it going to be... So they've been telling a good story, but they've been telling the same story since the beginning of this storyline, which I give them props because every good show pretty much just tells the same story with different characters.
Exactly.
So I mean,
they're going to swap the belts.
I think as wrestling fans, sometimes it's just easy to nitpick stuff, but it's nothing new.
Whoa! You shut your dirty mouth, because let me tell you something.
Like
back when dirty ass Hulk Hogan was grabbing Miss Elizabeth's ass, the story behind that entire explosion or implosion of the Mega Powers was one simple fact: you don't mow another man's lawn.
Get off my lawn.
Hey, real shit. You don't spit in the wind. You don't tug a Superman's cape, and you don't fuck with another man's woman. Plain and simple.
And you don't spit on another man's woman while tugging her off.
Wow.
Those are his comments. Comments alone.
Okay.
You know, those are Roundtable podcast.
Okay,
this podcast will never change.
Okay. Apparently, you do spit on another man's woman while tugging her off.
I mean,
I didn't know saying you shouldn't. It was controversial.
It all depends how much you're getting paid.
How'd you know my search history? Goddamn.
It all depends on who's watched it and how much.
What you say? Like in my search history?
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Meat spin.
Speaking of controversy, Santos Escobar is now in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yes.
Who would have thought that in a million fucking years the LWO would start winning matches?
So, and here's the thing.
It was a great match.
When did they add Eddie's intro to the?
They've always had.
Oh, it's always been an LWO thing.
Yeah.
Today's the first time I noticed it since they've been back. Yeah.
Okay, so we got Ricochet, Shinsuke, LA Knight, Butch, and Santos Escobar. Who's the fifth man?
Wow.
Who's the
Sixth
fifth
man.
man?
Sixth man.
Mabel.
Damn. That's fucked up. Mabel's not here.
Hey, Undertaker wrestled for 20-some years while dead, so it can happen.
Wow.
That is true.
I would like to declare that my big money moment of the night was Mustafa Ali's fine ass. So,
yes.
God damn, that man is beautiful. And I haven't seen him in a little while.
He's shiny as hell.
What was it? Speaking of sucking ass.
I'm surprised, Drew. I always thought you more of a Trick Williams.
Why is that not on the show?
Hey, I mean Trick Williams too. Why not?
Whoop that trick.
God damn it! Stop stepping on my lines.
So the big money moment of the night was
stop. This comment right here wins the night.
This is all on hold.
The WWE is more confused than a Trump supporter and a Spider-Man. Don't ban me. Nah, bro. You just no ban for that. Damn.
Oh my God.
He's more confused than Pat Robertson in heaven talking about what you mean I can't come in.
Too soon. Too soon, bro. Too soon.
Oh, it's never too soon.
What do you mean I can't get in?
Right.
The guy's been there for like 12 hours. Come on.
You do realize
been
that
dead
people
20
make
years
fun
ago.
of
Hey
the
God, I'm just here to get into heaven. What's the
Robertson-
Iron Sheik doing here?
Pat Robertson's sitting at the pearly gates talking about, come on, Sheik, put in a good word for me. You're like, you jabroni. I know it. You're not coming here.
Sheik, why are you humbling me like that?
Like a true camel.
To be fair, the chat made fun of the Queen of England just hours before she passed
So
away.
the chat made fun of Queen and Betty White on the same joke. I was like,
Like,
goddamn.
like this is fucked up.
Did she get buried with the corgis?
Wow.
I just want to say,
Or stuffed
in,
corgis?
in honor of Pat Robertson's passing, I did
In
sleep with a
hon-
man this week.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
For Pat, that's for Pat. It's for you, Pat.
I applaud.
Pat
So
Bowie.
we
Oh
get
yeah,
the,
my bad.
we get the
For you, Pat.
So we get the NXT Tag Team Champions, Alba Fire.
There's
and
only
Isla
one
Dawn.
Pat in heaven. His last name is Patterson.
Y'all stupid.
Amen.
So we get
Our
an
two
interview.
men.
We get an interview with Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
I hope this
And
back.
Kayla Braxton got interrupted by the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And I'm excited. I mean, this is gonna be a fucking clusterfuck of a match, but I'm excited because they're finally gonna get rid of the NXT Tag Team belts.
But what are
Again,
the NXT women's rosters going to do
Here's
with only
the
one belt?
problem.
And
I
then
mean,
I
The
just said,
problem.
I'm happy for it for the simple fact that we don't have to worry about all these extra fucking belts going around.
nope.
Too many
There-
fucking champions.
So in terms of business, there's a couple leading indicators here. When you start
Catering?
reducing the number of championships, that lets me know that some roster cuts are coming up.
Oh
Because
yeah.
You already know.
the less belts you have, the less people you need. So that being said, number one, the big problem with this is Ronda Rousey's involved.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Somewhere, somehow, she's gonna stink this up. They got Shayna Baszler. This is
she's another person
they
that
should
came back.
the name of their tag team should be called Redundancy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this may be a reason for Ronda Rousey to go home. I don't know how much they're paying her. I mean, she ain't making Brock money, but I mean, they could just go ahead and blacken up the ledger a little bit and then really come out right. Put some money back in the budget and go ahead and get rid of Ronda Rousey. Keep Shayna Baszler, and then just have your NXT Women's. Or the WWE Women's Championship unified, whatever they gonna call it, and just have that shit traveling back and forth. And
You know what they're going to do? They're just going to take the men's title
hell yeah,
and they're going to interchange them with white straps, and that's what the tag
pretty
team
much.
titles
Yeah.
will be.
So here's the thing with this. I mean, it seems like they're trying to build NXT back up as a third brand. Carmella was in the audience for the Money in the
And
Bank
no Brock.
qualifiers.
No Brock
And-
Lesnar in the arena.
Michael
way.
Cole,
they're
went out
the
of
black
his way.
champions to take the belt off of.
Michael Cole went out of his way to say, well, the Money in the Bank champion or winner can challenge for any championship he wants.
And
So
that's
it's like
established.
they're trying to get the NXT back as a third brand, which worked so well last time. So with Ronda and Shayna winning unifying the tag titles, I don't know if Ronda's going to show up at an NXT on a Tuesday. I doubt it, but she may
You
show
never
up for a
know.
big show to defend it.
Okay,
If they win the belts, they have to do that. And
Let-
I've been
let's-
saying this for so long that if they're the women's tag team champion, take the belts to all three fucking brands. When Bayley and Sasha were champions, they defend
yeah.
the belts everywhere. They didn't give a shit. They were like, oh, we're on fucking Sunday Night Heat. Put the belts on the line. Oh, we're NXT Takeover. Put the belts on the line. Oh, we wrestle in the NXT parking lot. Put the belts on the line. They didn't give a shit, and that's what made those belts championships.
hey, here's a question for you. You win Money in the Bank.
I
Do
do.
you challenge Roman? Do you challenge Seth Rollins? Do you challenge Gunther? Do you challenge Awesome Theory? Or do you challenge Carmelo Hayes?
I challenge Carmelo Hayes.
Carmella Hayes.
You know why? Because there's a 99.9% chance that I'm going to win the championship from Carmelo Hayes because Carmelo is the B player in the A player game. Carmelo Hayes is not going to be put on the main roster in the next month or two. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's good, he is way better than a lot of people on the main roster. They're not going to give him that push yet. So me going down to NXT and beating him for the championship, great. That'd be awesome. They're not gonna put me against Roman because Roman ain't gonna lose to nobody. God came down from heaven and was like, Roman, lay down. Roman's like, no, I'm cool, bro. No. I still got
Jesus tried to kick out
999
as
days. I
well.
gotta be
That didn't
champion.
happen.
You know, then you got Gunther. They're pushing Gunther to be the guy, you know, probably defeat Roman. So they're not going to drop the belt out to that guy.
Gunther.
Seth Rollins, he's the only world champion to defend the belt on TV. So they're not going to take the belt off of him. So Carmelo's the guy.
Well, when you win the NXT championship, enjoy your first feud with Joe Gacy.
Oh, wow.
That's
bad.
the Amazon wish.
Damn,
of,
Drew just ate a Caesar salad, followed it with 6 shots of tequila, spread his cheeks, and went to town.
Man, that was one salad that didn't get tossed. It got shit on.
Damn.
So, speaking of tossed salads, let's talk
salad.
about the women's Money in the Bank qualifier.
Oh,
We got Bailey versus Mia Yim. I'm not going to say Michin because that sounds fucking stupid. But after a pretty decent match, Bailey wins the match.
It's about time.
Bailey snatched her by her weave, like that girl in my work got her weave snatched.
yoink.
That we traveled all the way from Night of Champions all the way to Bad Blood's work. Like, goddamn.
And
I
then
forgot damage
Here's
control.
where that match
was
took
in
a
it.
shit. After Bailey wins,
After this, he said this
we
was
got
the
Mia
best.
Yim still in the locks. Mia Yim still in the ring, and Scarlett blows powder in her face, in AJ Styles' face. So now we have to endure
Bro,
not just a Karrion Cross match, but Karrion Cross and Scarlett
bro.
against Mia Yim and AJ Styles. What do y'all think about that?
AJ Styles going to carry the whole thing.
first of all, that was cocaine that she threw in his face.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I'm just gonna be like on my phone bored because I don't give a shit about Karrion Cross. So
And the carry
You-
across
you
the
and
stands are like,
Drew, you and everybody else.
yeah,
Well, speaking of like everybody else,
Karrion Cross ain't carrying much.
speaking
So
of,
hold up. So Karrion Cross the other day was going after Rey Mysterio, wasn't he?
yep,
And then he's like, well, okay, that feud didn't work out. AJ Styles, I'm coming for you. And so
whoa.
now that's next. Nobody cares. WWE, please, if you're listening to the show.
no one gives a shit.
Nobody cares.
Nobody.
Triple H cares.
knows.
Well, speaking of nobody
The trouble
caring,
I see.
speaking of nobody caring, is this 2018?
No.
You sure it's not 2018? Because I'm
I'm
telling you right
positive.
now,
Man, I'd love for it to be so I could warn everybody about 2020.
WWE just went right back to 2018 with this shit. So what they do is they give a championship belt to Asuka. They present her a new championship belt. And who the fuck comes and spoils the party? Your girl Charlotte.
Woo!
Remember when Asuka won the championship in 2018? Who came back to screw her out of it? Your girl Charlotte. Charlotte gets the championship match, right? When she came back from vacation, right back into the title contention.
So here's what I don't understand. People hate on Charlotte for that. Becky is just as guilty. Becky did it too.
No.
Not as often as Charlotte.
No.
Let me explain to you about Becky, the difference between Becky and Charlotte. Becky comes back, loses several times before she wins the championship.
What do you mean?
Charlotte comes out of the crowd in high heels and a fucking skirt and becomes a women's champion.
Wait a minute. So are we just acting like SummerSlam 2020 or 2021, whatever year it was, didn't happen? Becky came back, beat Bianca in like 5 seconds.
That was one time.
She only did it one time.
That was one
That's
time.
the only time she's left and come back.
Yeah.
No, but Charlotte keeps on coming.
Yeah, no, Charlotte does a lot. There's a difference.
This must be like the third time that she's done it.
Yeah.
Charlotte keeps on popping up like a crackhead who wants to clean your windshield. I mean, she just comes out of nowhere and just jumps on the hood, and she's like, oh, hey, nice new title. In fact, she like Debo. Nice title, punk.
That's my belt, punk.
My
That's
belt.
my belt.
And as soon as her music hit, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, not this again.
Well,
And when she did, who did she do it to last time? She did to on
Asuka.
SmackDown. No, it was
Ronda.
Asuka. Yeah, she did.
Well, we
my
couldn't
problem-
complain.
Well,
problem
okay.
about this whole
We
thing is
couldn't
that-
complain.
I had no problem with that one. However,
Yes.
yeah, she did do it to Ronda. And
No,
she did,
but here's the thing, though. This is what a lot of wrestling fans don't like doing, but you can actually think both things are bad.
sure.
You can think Ronda having the championship is bad, and Charlotte coming and beating her for it is bad too, because they were both bad.
No,
But here's the
yeah,
thing.
the execution and the booking was horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, I recognize that completely.
Here's the thing I don't get about the Charlotte hate. Is she's phenomenal in the ring. She's good on the mic. Like, she has what you want in a champion. And she has name recognition.
That's the only reason.
Okay, so I don't mind.
If I
Here's the
named my
thing.
dick Ric
I
Flair,
think-
it would have name
I
recognition.
think Charlotte Flair.
Ain't that right, Nate? Woo!
I think Charlotte Flair is an amazing wrestler. Don't get me wrong. You know, I think she has all the tools to be like the star of the show. Don't get me wrong. But why do you keep fucking Asuka over it?
Correct.
Yeah,
This is
all
my
the
problem.
time.
Why do you keep fucking Asuka over? Every time Asuka gets a push, Charlotte comes in, squashes that shit.
Because
Charlotte
they fucked
was the
over
one who-
Oscar right before WrestleMania that time.
Because Charlotte's
shit.
the bigger star.
I don't know. You know why Charlotte's the bigger
I
star?
don't know about that.
I'll say this. Charlotte may be the bigger star. You know why? Because you don't give Asuka opportunity to fuck around with the ball. As soon as you give her the ball, it's like, hey, here, hold this ball for a minute while Charlotte puts her shoes on.
Yeah.
Here-
She
okay.
just had-
Okay, so here's the thing with WWE is they always want a champion that can go on the Tonight Show, that can go on, the Today Show and do interviews, and that is what is holding Asuka back. Wrong or right?
She's perfect.
What are you
English.
talking
I
about?
understand that, but that ain't what they want her character to do.
Well, then stop being racist and say, hey, this
You're
Japanese
talking
woman,
about WWE here.
this Japanese
afraid-
woman who lives in Laguna
they're
Beach,
afraid that she's gonna
California,
lose
speaks
the gimmick,
perfect English.
Kill the gimmick?
I'm sorry, Asuka's not as blonde and gorgeous
Yeah, I'm
as
sorry
Charlotte
about
Flair
that.
is. So
Your,
that
your,
Asuka,
apo- your
Stop
apologies
right there.
accepted.
If I had to choose between between being with Charlotte Flair or being with Asuka, I would be with Asuka 100%. You know why?
Well,
Because I
that's
don't
just-
want to be fucking Charlotte Flair looking at her face and thinking nature boy. I don't
Okay,
want to look
first
down
of all-
at WWE and say, woo, and all I see is a 150-year-old Ric Flair.
Here's the thing. You just want to get with Oscar because she spits.
I mean,
Oh,
And she
man.
spits, but she don't-
listen,
Yeah.
Charlotte.
she
I'm,
don't
I'm
spit white mist.
Not yet,
and to Ultimate Hater's point here, Charlotte has always been the one that has been seen as the Vince McMahon pick,
yes.
and
Yeah.
that stunk has been on her for a little while, and
Correct.
that is not her fault. I totally do not blame her for that.
No.
But unfortunately, it's kind of just become what it's become, because even with Triple H in charge, they're still breaking the glass and bringing Charlotte back for, to squash
Just to
something.
fuck over,
Charlotte
just
is
fuck
like
over
Brock
Asuka,
Lesnar. She's like Brock Lesnar. Break glass in case of emergency.
and then go bye-bye.
No,
I'm kind of tired of Charlotte can take off 3 months, and then something new happens in the women's division. Insert Charlotte to take the title.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The wrestling business has always been about special attractions. When WWE was at its hottest in the 80s, did you see Hulk Hogan every week? No. You saw him at the pay-per-views, at the Saturday night main events. You saw Hogan every few months. Wrestling has always been about Andre the Giant was in the same territory every night. Andre would come to your territory maybe once a year because he was an attraction. Brock Lesnar is an attraction. Roman Reigns has become an attraction.
Omos was an attraction.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the late 90s, the mid to late 90s, that we started getting guys that should be attractions on a weekly basis with Stone Cold, The Rock, and all them. That honestly, that ruined wrestling in a way that now that's what people expect. And if you do any old school booking where you have attractions, people are like, well, that's just a part-timer. That's someone that never shows up. That's what you need. And that is why when Brock comes out after not being seen for months, he gets a reaction.
No, that makes perfect sense. I get what you're saying. But if you're going to have an attraction like, okay, for instance, classic example, MJF. In 2022, MJF wrestled 5 wrestling matches. 5. That was it. 5. But he is the biggest heel in AEW for the simple fact that he will come out and do interviews. He'll come out on TV. He'll come out and talk shit. He'll do whatever, but he just won't wrestle. He builds up the attraction. He builds up the, oh shit, he's about to come out and fucking wrestle. You know what I mean? He builds the excitement of seeing them wrestle. Because as a heel, most people want to see the heel get his ass whooped. And MJF's one of those guys that will make it to where like, fuck you, I hate you. Fuck you, I hate you. Fuck you, I hate you. And then when he gets in the ring, fans are like, we want him to die. And then when he doesn't get his ass whooped, guess what? The fans like, son of a bitch. Now I gotta wait till the next show to wait to see him get his ass whooped.
Yep.
And then he waits 4 or 5 months and he comes back out again. And the anticipation is so big, we're like, oh, now we're gonna see him get his ass whooped. Oh wait, now we gotta spend more money because he didn't get his ass whooped. Now I gotta come back and see him get his ass whooped. That kind of attraction is perfect. Roman, that's perfect. Brock, that's perfect. Charlotte, let me leave for 6 months and come back for 3 weeks and then win the title, lose the belt, leave for another fucking 6 months. People are getting tired of that shit.
You know what? I'm going to ask this question. What makes Charlotte an attraction, really? Her last name?
Yes.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, when the women's revolution started, who was the first face that came out of it? Charlotte.
I think it was Becky.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Charlotte may be handpicked by Vince McMahon.
Well, yeah,
Charlotte
they built the women's revolution around Charlotte and Monet, Becky, not
Sasha.
Sasha. They built the division, the women's revolution around them because you cannot deny that Charlotte and Sasha had some fucking amazing matches.
In NXT, they had probably the best women's matches in wrestling.
Yes.
And and on the main roster they did as well. I mean, the street fight or the Falls Count Anywhere match they had on
The
Raw
Iron Woman.
was amazing.
Yeah.
So
But
I mean,
If you ask me, honestly, I think of the 4 horsewomen, Charlotte was number 4. Out of all.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
What?
In every way you measure success, merchandise sell.
Sasha,
She has not sold more merchandise.
Google that shit. Google that.
I'll look it up. But okay, even if Sasha, Charlotte was right behind her. I guarantee it. And
Sasha was the most popular, the most over of all the 4 horsewomen. I think she got them fucking roles in Star Wars.
Correct.
Other shit. Sasha was over. Charlotte may have been the gold standard for being a blonde, blue-eyed goddess, big boob,
America Pie.
no ass, but sex symbol of the WWE. That's a Vince McMahon thing. Remember, Trish Stratus, blonde, blue eyes. Stacy Keibler, blonde, blue eyes. Tori Wilson, blonde, blue eyes. Vince has a type.
They all had that.
oh yeah,
Vince has a type. But when
Yeah.
it comes to the fans, do you think a fan would choose Charlotte over Sasha? Fuck no. When Sasha Banks was gone,
Maybe
from
some would,
WWE,
the race.
Yeah.
they were more worried about where she was going as to, is Charlotte going to come back?
I never
They
saw that.
use.
Charlotte
Listen.
is just an afterthought.
I
The perfect
guarantee.
example of this. The perfect example of this is that WWE was going to use Becky's heel turn on Charlotte
Mhm.
to make Charlotte a bigger star. When the fans rejected that from day one.
So here's the thing: if Charlotte left WWE tomorrow,
Mm.
do you not think there would be just as much, if not more, buzz over her than there was
No.
over Sasha.
No, you
No,
know what?
I-
Let me tell you.
Wasn't.
When Sasha, when Charlotte left, when Charlotte left, it was posting those pictures of her and Andrade, and she was posting a picture of her wearing an AEW shirt. No one gave a fuck.
I didn't give a
Correct.
shit.
But when Bailey showed up in New Japan to support her friend,
A lot of buzz.
all hell broke loose.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
they
God! Is Sasha coming back to WWE? Oh my God!
Sure.
Her, even Naomi, which really sucks because Naomi left with her.
Yep.
You would think
And
that
it's
all
an
the- you would think that
Impact.
all the news would be about both of them. The news was about Sasha. No one gave a shit about Naomi.
Well, she went to Impact, where only
Even-
like
even
5 people
before
get.
that. Like no one was like, they were like, "Oh, is
Oh,
Sasha
yeah.
going to show up at AEW? Is she going to show up here? Is she going to show up at Forbidden Door?" No
Speaking
one
of
was like,
Impact,
"Hey,
isn't there a
what about
pay-per-view
Naomi?"
tonight?
You know, it's like Charlotte
Hey.
Flair. When she was gone all this time, no one cared.
Hey,
Because
The
they
sad
knew she was
reality-
under contract. It was
Okay.
a totally different situation. Everyone
sad
knew
re-
Charlotte was with the company.
The sad reality is that Charlotte knows that she ain't gonna get it as easy as she gets it in WWE anywhere else.
Uh huh. Yeah.
I disagree. I think anywhere Charlotte goes, they're gonna give her her the spot.
You see Tony Khan doing that to Charlotte
Yes.
Flair?
Absolutely.
All right. We're gonna have to wait.
I can guarantee you. I would bet.
Yeah,
I
you
will bet you $100 right fucking now, bro. That
400.
if Charlotte was a free agent, and Sasha was like, or Mercedes was like, "Hey, I want to come to AEW," I think Tony Khan would be like, "Let me pay you the
They were
money."
trying to get her.
You can
They were
fucking stay
trying.
in WWE.
Yeah.
So I mean,
if the Flair name is so important, Tony Khan would have brought Ric Flair in after the fucking plane ride from hell.
Oh God.
No, I mean,
Woo!
first of all, WWE let him go for like a month because of the controversy. So Tony Khan would definitely want to brought him in just because of that controversy alone. And Rick wouldn't have went because Rick knew WWE was going to bring him right back. It was one of the. It was just like WWE did with Hulk Hogan. They said, "Hey, cool down over here while people forget that you're a racist piece of shit, and we'll bring you back after."
Sad thing is, Iron Sheik was telling us right about Hogan the whole time.
Yep. We didn't listen until now. Huh?
Damn.
But Iron Sheik loved Hulk Hogan too. So
Magneto, Thanos, Sheik.
Oh shit.
They were
Yeah.
all right.
They were all right. They weren't the bad guys.
Yeah.
She did that thing with the weed in the bag. That was fucked up. But other than that,
That's a
I can
that's
forgive
a
him
funny
for that now.
situation to look back on. That's a funny
Hey,
situation.
just real quick.
and we haven't actually said R.I.P. Sheik. We haven't
All
even.
right.
So-
PC.
Wait, hold up. Before we give Sheik his props, Sinner has a point. WWE wants their champions to go on the talk show circuit, Good Morning America, and all that
Yes,
shit.
they do.
In order for Asuka to do that, she would have to seriously break gimmick and go on the show and be like,
Maybe I'll tell you.
well, yes, my name is Asuka, and I've been wrestling for the past 30 years. I was big in Japan, and my associates are this, and I've been in WWE and enjoying my time. In fact, you may remember me from NXT when I had an undefeated streak, and I just retired the title when I left instead of getting defeated. And people be like, wait, she talks English?
All they gotta do is
Oh, yeah.
all you gotta do is do a YouTube channel.
But
That would make her actually more interesting, though.
But can you
like
can
they
you
should
imagine?
do that.
Can you imagine if back in the day, if Mr. Fuji was like, enough of this. Hey, look, me and Demolition here, or better yet, man, fuck this shit. Me and Demolition, we about to go out here. We about to whoop some ass. Bret Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, my boy Axe and Smash, they gonna put their foot in their ass and turn that shit sideways. You hear me?
Hey,
So you might as well just go ahead and give me the belt right now.
imagine if
be right.
Yokozuna showed up on Live with Regis and was like,
Oh my
"Yeah, I've been WWF champion for about
I've been
3
doing
months
this fun
now."
job for years, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. First time I met Rodney, bro, I walked in the locker room. I'm like, oh shit, that's Yokozuna. He was like, what up, homie? I was like, that motherfucker speak English.
No, even towards the end, after he turned face, he started speaking English on TV.
Then Simone Flagler really was like, damn, he really do speak English.
Howdy, y'all. My name's
Howdy.
Yokozuna.
A hillbilly Yokozuna. Oh my,
My
God.
name's Rodney Anawahi.
He was like, you smoke weed? I'm like, no. He was like, you will today.
You will
Hey,
today.
You know what? If they
Anyway,
want to do
shout out to the Iron Sheik. legend. He was right about Hogan the whole
He was
time.
right about Hulk Hogan.
Sheik, we apologize for not listening to you. I know
We're
you
sorry.
can't hear us right now, but if you
Who
were
wasn't
listening,
listening to
we
him?
are sorry. We did
Right.
not believe you about that piece of shit Hulk Hogan.
I believed him.
Cheeky. Oh,
Also,
oh,
fuck Hulk
cheeky,
Hogan.
cheeky, baby.
Shake it, baby.
He's humbled
Shake it,
Hogan.
baby.
He's humbling angels right now.
I'll tell you what. One time, real quick, Iron Sheik called me up thinking I was someone else.
It's
So
like, you son of a bitch.
my
crack
phone
dealer?
rings. My phone rings and it says Iron Sheik. So I'm like, fuck.
Uh-oh.
What can this be about? So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello. He's like, you motherfucker! Who didn't send me the fucking money? You didn't. I couldn't get my medicine. You fuck you. You no good
Wow.
motherfucker. I'm like,
That sounds like some shit he would say too.
Sheik. What are you
Calm down.
talking about? He's like, this isn't done. I'm like, no, Sheik, this is. I love you, Bubba. God bless you.
Yes.
My tire blew out. I need $40, new tire. Can you
I need
Western
$40.
Union me? I said, Sheik, where the fuck you find a new tire for $40? Bubba, you know, I get deals, Bubba. I give them picture. They're like, yes, you come get tire 40.
Yes.
I just need $40. I'm
That's
like, I
some
got
cheap
you.
shit right there too.
I would
Oh, you
have
know-
given him a tire for free.
So I want to know, did
It's
this
like-
happen after the whole BJ scandal or before the whole BJ scandal?
Before the
That might
what?
have been a long time.
Who knows?
I
Okay.
remember getting a call from Sheik one time, and we had sent a 1 day liability contract for a show we were doing in Visalia, California. We sent him the fucking thing, right? He says, where the fuck is this shit? Are you gonna give me syphilis in this fucking place? I'm like, oh man. No, I swear to you, Sheik. So he sends me back the fucking form, right? You sign his legal name. And at the bottom of it, he's like, you son of a bitch. Right? In big ass letters. So I take it, I frame it, I'm gonna keep it. We get to the show, he does the show. He says, you tell me where to find the biggest fucking joint so I can smoke it. I won't let you carry my bag, you fucking jabroni. I was like, I will never carry your bag.
So that's where The Rock got the catchphrase.
So
He's been saying
I
that
think-
shit for fucking decades, dude.
my favorite. Oh, he's the one that The Rock got the word jabroni
Yep.
from.
Yeah, makes sense. Now. Makes sense.
My favorite memory at the Iron Sheik is I picked him up from the hotel. If you've ever been with the Sheik in a car, you know he just tells the same 3 stories over and over again.
and over again.
So
Have I ever told you?
we go to this restaurant. Sheiky sits at the bar. He has his beer, whatever. This family comes. There's like this dad, his wife, and 2 kids. The kids don't know who the fuck this guy is, but the dad's marking out. The dad's like, oh my god, can we get our picture with you? He's like, oh yeah, Baba, no problem. So he gets up at the bar. He goes over there. He stands with the kids in front of him and shit. And the bartender goes to grab his drink, thinking he's done. He screams over top of these fucking kids, like 6 and 8 years old. Out of your motherfucker! Don't touch my fucking beer! I'll fuck you in your ass! Put my beer down!
He always said some shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's about the past too.
And then he just looked at the dad and the mom and he's like, okay, picture time. Come get your picture.
Fix it down. Get back.
Look, the funniest thing was when I picked him up from the hotel, he couldn't get around. So he always had to get with like a wheelchair or someone to drive him around on one of those little golf cart things. And of course, she is trying to tip them and sign pictures. God, yes, I'd give you a tip. I got the picture in my bag. I'll sign it for you. I'm like, shit, they don't fucking know who you are. And
they don't give a shit.
so later on that same weekend, we're at the building. Sheik is in the back parking lot smoking crack out of a Coca-Cola can. The fucking cops roll. Now, the crack was gotten for him by like one of the ring crew guys. They're like, oh yeah, I know where you can get crack. Yeah. So she's back here smoking it in a fucking Coca-Cola can. Here comes the fucking cops rolling up. I'm like, fuck. It's going to be all over the news sites. We brought Iron Sheik in and he goes to fucking jail. The cops, they walk up. He's just smoking it. He's like, hi, Bubba. How you doing? They're like, oh my God, you're the Iron Sheik. He's like, can we get a picture with you? As he has the fucking crack in his hand. The cops are like, he's like, oh yeah, Bubba. Come on, oh, get picture with me. And like the cops are like, have a good day, Mr. Sheik. I'm like,
What?
who's smoking crack?
Bro, Sheik
Oh,
has been
yeah.
involved in some of the craziest shit ever. I remember the very first time I met the Pitbull, the ECW Pitbulls, Gary and Anthony. They had Anthony's girlfriend at the time was a female wrestler, and they were on the motherfucking Jerry Springer show.
Yep.
And the episode was my wrestler friend stole my girlfriend, and they set the whole skit up. And Sheik did not remember that it was fake.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I believe
He
it.
goes, I want to fuck this bitch right here on the stage.
Oh, I'm going to fuck this bitch.
Anthony was like, no, you can't hook up with the girl's name was Jeannie. You cannot hook up with Jeannie. I don't give a fuck, Bubba. I fuck her, then I fucking humble you.
Hey, Sheik. I miss Sheik so much, and it's funny because every time he called me because he needed money, it was no matter what it was, it was always $40.
Always $40.
No matter what. Like, brother, Bubba, my car got impounded. I parked it at the wrong place. I need $40. Get it out. I'm like, Sheik, there ain't no place in the fucking world. No impounding lot in the world. Like, we towed and impounded your car.
He didn't adjust for inflation? Come on.
$40.
He got that $40 from every promoter right now.
And he carried around 8x10s no matter where he went.
Yeah.
Because he thought that was currency. Like, we were sitting at a restaurant. So this waitress comes up. And she's like, oh, my God, you're the Iron Sheik. He's like, yeah, yes. He's like, you want the picture. So he pulled out a picture of like him having Hogan in the camel clutch.
That was always a fucking picture.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like that. So the waitress is like, oh, that's Hulk Hogan. I love him. He's like, oh, I shouldn't give you a fucking picture now. He's like, you got the legend, the Iron Sheik here, and you want to talk about fucking Hulk Hogan. Like, I'm the legend. I'm the world champion. He's like, I shouldn't give you no picture, but I will because I like you. And then the best part was he would be like, I no charge you for the picture. But you see him sitting over there, no matter who he is with. You see him over there. He's a cheap juice son bitch. Just give him like $10. He'll be happy. He's like, I don't charge you for the picture. Just give him like $10, $20. And he's cheap bastard. I wouldn't charge you, but he would.
God damn.
And then as soon as we leave, she could be like, give me that 20.
Yep.
Give me that money back.
Always working the workers.
Wow. What a story that was.
Sheik knew how to fucking work. Sheik would work you to the fucking day. Yeah, till the day he died, he was working people.
I don't know what's best, this one or him
He's
and
working
at the airport. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So we had Butch versus Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin once again lost.
Okay, Butch in one of the worst outfits, in one of the worst in-ring outfits.
Yeah, that was the most hideous outfits that I've ever seen.
This dude looked like a sack of rotten onions.
It was the worst shade of color green that I've ever seen in my life.
Pickle green is better green than that.
Yeah.
You must not have no kids because that looks like some motherfucking baby puke and shit.
Oh, man.
Was
That's his Pickle Butch outfit.
What was
I'm Pickle Butch.
I'm Pickle Butch.
Was Luke there with him?
No, but we had Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams watching from ringside. And
no Brock Lesnar inside. Brock Lesnar inside.
Then we had the match that I'm pretty sure Julian was so excited about.
Oh, he was
like when I got to his house, he was jumping up and down with joy for this match because it was Shotzi versus Io Sky.
Oh man!
You know what? There was. I will find a silver lining.
It wasn't Raquel Rodriguez.
Cloud. That's number one.
That's the silver lining.
Io Sky came out in some great music.
Yeah, gave us control.
For a change.
Well, we got both Io Sky and Bailey in the Money in the Bank.
Oh man!
Can they coexist?
And
destruction of damage control.
But can they coexist?
Don't you dare say that naughty C word.
Can they coexist?
Do we have that shirt on our merch store? God damn it!
Can they coexist?
Can they coexist,
brother?
I'm debating whether I eat the last pickle now or I wait till tomorrow.
You know you can't resist.
Drew,
know
just
what-
put that pickle in your mouth, man.
You put
You know-
that pickle in your
Wow.
You know when there's a pickle around, you can't resist it.
There's so many things I can say
I
about
mean,
my
they're
pickle
special
now.
pickles. They're MJF's pickles.
Oh, they're MGS
I
pickles.
bet they
Yeah.
are.
It's a tower of power too sweet to be sour.
No, they really are MJF pickles. I'm not kidding.
Oh, you got them from the show when you're selling pickles?
Yes.
Are they better than
I
black-
revealed it on Firmly AEW on Wednesday night.
He was selling pickles at a show.
Not nickels.
You know what? I'm
It's
gonna go
a
reveal them here now.
pickle.
Right
I
back.
said
Nickels.
pickle.
Nickelback?
You ain't got- what, Shane? How would you know
What?
about nickel?
Oh, I see him
Nickelback?
here.
Look
Oh,
at this phone.
Look, Shane, before you were born, the price went up from a nickel bag to a dime bag. Probably a
Well,
quart bag.
I see here on Kalen and Kalen's website, you can get a jar of MJF pickles for $25.
Wow. $25?
Yeah,
What?
maybe
Are
some
you
bad
kidding me?
pickles.
I can get a bag salad for $2.99.
Man,
But they're all sold out, so you can't even buy his pickle online anymore.
Does he sign it?
Oh, shit.
No.
That is his pickle.
I tell his girlfriend was taking his pickle, but he
Does
ain't
like
coming to
every
work anymore.
does every like 10th jar of his pickles come with the diamond ring in it?
Wow.
Hey, that was cool.
Cubic zirconia.
$25 for some goddamn pickles. Is that how much
Every-
you
Listen.
paid?
A goddamn pickle.
I plead the fifth on
Are you
that,
gonna
but
drink
Are you
I
gonna drink it?
I've gotten hookers off Backpage for less.
there were expensive
Wow.
pickles.
On
Okay,
meatspins.com?
but you pay for this label.
You know what,
more
Senator?
than
Because
anything.
you Backpage got shut down.
Right.
Well,
I've gotten
right
pickles
There
off
was,
Backpage.
there
for
was really a
cheaper.
back page.
Yeah.
I thought that was always a joke.
No,
What?
it's a real thing.
Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
Dude, you can get a lawnmower, a house, a job, and a hooker all on the same website.
So I don't know
Really?
about
Look at this
I know
thing.
about the hooker.
Look at
but
this
the
thing.
lawnmower and the job.
Put it in
Absolutely.
your mouth, Drew.
Is that like meatspin.com?
It's
Oh, yeah.
even better.
See that pickle?
Listen to this. You have to
I'm not
listen to
walking
this
in
because
there.
it's,
Listen.
you have to listen to this because it was worth the money
got-
just for this alone.
Am I
Okay,
about to hear a
listen to
pickle
this.
crunch?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
God, we're
Oh,
listening.
yeah.
That sounds like
Who
the
would-
bot cracking her knuckles.
That's the
I thought
big
you were gonna say
money.
something
The
else.
big money moment of the night is hearing Drew bite into a pickle.
That was some
Wow.
ASMR shit right
Listen-
there.
This is the crunchiest pickle
Listen,
I've ever
Drew,
had.
snap into a fat Jim,
That's the
a
crazy.
sour Jim.
That was
I will now that I have the jar, I'm never paying that much for pickles again. However, I will continue buying from that company because they make phenomenal pickles.
They make
Hey,
it
don't
phenomenal.
forget to use that brine to
Hey,
pickle some other vegetables and make some good old hot sauce. Put on some rice and beans.
Drew is a pickle connoisseur now.
He's pickle Drew.
So
He likes
we
those
got-
bumps on his tongue.
then we got the main event,
Big
the United
Pickle
States
Drew. I like
Championship.
that
Your
name.
boy
Pickle
Jimmy,
Drew.
your boy Jay Uso versus, that's right, your meat sauce loving Austin Theory.
Austin
We
Thyroid.
knew Jey Uso was gonna lose. Come
I
on,
was hoping Jay was gonna win, man.
nah,
Uh,
not on SmackDown. The title's gonna change hands.
no, no,
Let's put it like
knock it
this.
down.
We have not seen enough titles change hand at random on like a free show
No.
for me to like believe that Austin Theory was gonna drop the strap. So I was like,
Right.
Didn't
that ain't
believe
gonna
it for a second.
That's WWE booking for you. They suspended disbelief.
Okay, I mean they can make it happen one of these times,
Yeah.
but until then,
Anyway, so it was a good match.
It was
Solo
never-
came out right when Jay was about to get the pin, and Jimmy came out to stop Solo, gave him a super kick that didn't even touch him. Solo bounced over the top rope. They go over the fight to the outside. Jimmy gets the pin, or Jay gets the pin. Count of 7, no referee. The moment Solo gets in the ring and is about to hit him with the Samoan spike, hit Jimmy with the Samoan spike, Jay stops it. Jay gets super kicked by Jimmy by mistake. That's the second super kick that happened in the last couple of weeks. He takes the bump. 1, 2, 3. Austin Theory. The referee miraculously comes back. 1, 2, 3. Austin Theory retains the championship. And now we have dissension between Jimmy and Jay. What do y'all think?
bum.
You're welcome.
I don't have my budget.
They did this just to keep Drew interested
Drew, you're welcome. Pickle Rick.
because Drew was like, "Oh my God, a new wrinkle to the story. I'm so enthralled."
Yeah. Yeah, they were like,
Yep.
fuck your wrinkle.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They were like, fuck your wrinkle. So
I think
I'm almost
The only-
embarrassed to have this above me now.
the only way to make the
if you don't
story
want it,
more
I'll take it off your
interesting
hand.
is they have to introduce another Samoan. So we need to have
Give me $500.
we need to have Rikishi come in here to try and
Well,
squash the
Rikishi-
beef and get
Rikishi's been
speared
catching-
by Roman.
they've been saying they want Rikishi to Rikishi's been making noise on Twitter like, yo, I'll be down for this. I'll be down for this.
Rikishi versus
But
Roman Reigns.
Rikishi was using the bloodline tag
Yeah.
for years. I mean, back when he was running the indie shows down here in
Right,
California,
in the 90s,
they're calling
the
it the
Attitude Era.
bloodline.
Hey, Hater has a point. The bloodline storyline makes it seem like they don't talk to each other in real life. Between 8 and 8:30 on Fridays, they talk to each other.
Hey, Hater, I hate to tell you this. In most movies, a 5-minute conversation would solve the problem and make your movie be 20 minutes instead of an hour and a half. Let me give you an example. At the behest of Bad Blood, I went back and I watched Titans season 4, or the last season.
Oh man!
Thank you.
And I was watching Titans, and it was the episode where everybody starts getting these visions of like blood. So like brother. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, spoiler alert for Titan season 4. If you haven't seen Titan season 4 yet, you might want to like tune out. Anyway, so Raven sees this like cup of juice turn to like her milkshake, turned to blood and spilled, and shit was feeling weird around her. She's like, "Oh my god, blood!"
They were in the diner in the weird town.
They were at the bowling alley.
Oh, the bowling alley. Yeah. Okay.
And so she's freaking out, and then the hallucination goes away, and Dick says, "Hey, Raven, you okay?" "Oh yeah, I'm fine." "No, motherfucker, I just saw my milkshake turn into blood, and that's just never happened before." And then Gar should be like, "Oh shit, and you know what? And I keep on going to this dreamscape where there's like red trees talking to me." And then someone else is like,
Really?
"Motherfucker, all of a sudden I saw some blood on the ground out of nowhere, and the blood started spilling and like raining everywhere. I don't know where it came from. Hey, do you think maybe Brother Blood's coming for us, or maybe Trigon?" 5-minute fucking conversation. So you're trying to tell me, and what Ultimate Hater's saying, professional wrestling is completely about the suspension of disbelief. Because you're trying to tell me that when Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the Iron Sheik are driving between towns, drinking beer and smoking weed, they're not talking about the beef they got in the ring at the next event they're going to get to? Come on. You're trying to tell me that the Usos' mama isn't calling up everybody, "Roman, why are you treating my boys like that? You wrong for that, Roman.
And if you know,
why you two beefing? I'm gonna come beat you up both your asses."
If you know Samoans, they a big ass family. They talk every motherfucking day. So there's no way. There's no fucking way.
They have big asses as well.
They do.
I said big ass family. Who comes up with big asses?
I mean, so Sikoa's got a big ass.
Like, "Hey, Jay, why you
Jay was looking very thick tonight.
He was
I'm
very
not gonna lie.
thick. Very thick with the thick. I mean, are you down with the thickness? Jay is down with his thickness.
Wow.
Drew, I think Drew would love him some Jacob Fatu.
He will look like Jacob Fatu.
Maybe. I don't remember what he
Think
looks
about it
like.
real quick. I might go back and watch some MLW real quick. See me.
Oh, yeah, he's on MLW, isn't he?
I'm gonna look him up right now.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu, Samoan Werewolf. He's Sam Fatu, Sam Fatu's son.
But he also has a problem with no showing promoters after taking a deposit. So,
Damn.
If he don't like you,
I never had that problem.
I never had that problem.
I never tried to book him, but I know a lot of people, and I wouldn't now because I know a charity he skipped out on after taking money.
Wow.
So
You know what? Jacob Fatu too. What the hell?
Yeah. You get you some
All
Jacob
right.
Fatu too.
he's got some of that.
I mean, it's no Roman Reigns or Jey.
He's got some of that.
Or
But, you know,
He's got that prison booty. We're fine.
Damn, those comments are his comments alone. You got to reflect the Roundtable
Wow.
podcast and our TW.
Fatu ain't
So
coming
what?
out.
So that's what they
He up here
call
working for PCW Ultra. He might be closest to Miles. I ain't taking one for the team. Fuck that.
we need to have like
He live in the valley, so
That's what I'm saying.
we should have a PSA video downloaded.
You that motherfucker from the round table. Come here. No.
Yo,
No,
they be
no,
watching the
not.
show, bro. Like Like I got a text one time from fucking from Black Pearl. Black Pearl was like, "Yeah, I heard y'all was talking about the show, talking about us on the show," and I was like, "Yeah, man, I always give you a shout out." But yeah, man,
He does this so much that we need to have like a PSA video downloaded
yeah.
to just play every time he says something absolutely vile and disgusting.
Yeah.
How's that
That
vile
would
and
be
disgusting?
every fucking minute on the show. I would play in the watch.
We need to have like an SVU intro.
Wait, him
Speaking of
having
every minute on the show,
prison booty.
Actually, wait. I'm sorry, Shane. I have to cut in for a second, because we're going to mention that, and I did want to. I was going to type it in the chat, but I mean, I saw that I have a shirt, and it's like, yeah, whatever. But what I really want, I want the Law and Order SVU style. Laws in blue, orders in red, special victims unit is in yellow, big money Drew. I just want that.
That would be fire as fuck. Talk to Center. Center's the fucking designer of all the.
Oh man,
Center, you know what that looks like, right?
Oh yeah, I watch it every week.
Oh man, that made my nips hot.
Between Center and the mod,
I will wear that shirt until it gets worn out.
Buy 2.
Yeah, buy 3 of them.
I'll buy 50.
Anyway, that was the end. That was the end of the Raw, the SmackDown portion of the show.
It's not Monday. Goddamn.
So let's go to a quick commercial break, and we'll come right back with more of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast and the AEW Rampage review. And we're back.
No, we're not.
Julian's in the refrigerator. We're back.
Some of us are back. Hey, Julian went
Oh,
pickles.
Yes, Punk, you are correct. Serpentico was jizzing from his hands. If
Yes,
you were
he
paying
was.
attention to Fried Trivia, then you would have understood the
I just now listened to the voice
behind that
message.
question.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yeah, little.
Pride Trivia
Look,
is going to get us in trouble. Because y'all some sick motherfuckers.
well, they're gay. It's not all.
No, it ain't gonna get us in trouble. It's gonna make us big.
Oh, mod. The mod is
On what trivia?
Pride trivia.
Yeah, Pride Trivia is off the chain.
I had to take the express slide walk from one end of my mansion to the
Oh,
next.
I thought you had to take the express Serpentico.
Whew. Yeah, good old Serpentico, man. Just
Jizzing everywhere.
man, that'd be a great gimmick, by the way. I gotta tell you.
Tell me no.
Ultimate Hater was like the big
Support
Cody guy,
Pride,
wasn't he? Or did he hate Cody?
Yeah.
He ain't everybody.
He's a hater. Ultimate
Hater.
style.
I thought he talked nicely about somebody.
So-
The problem with Steiner math is
Yeah.
like if
There's
people
two
had to do
Z's
it
and
every
jizz,
week,
by the
people
way.
would hate math and it wouldn't happen.
Speaking of
Pride what
speaking
now?
of jizz. There you go.
We need to watch your mouth a girl
Now,
now.
if AEW
Bro, the mod got a
had,
dirty mouth, bro. I ain't going to lie.
if AEW had an attention to detail, Serpentico would have had multicolored jizz come from his hands
Oh my god.
for Pride Month. It would have been like Skittles.
You remember when there was that multicolored ketchup?
Yes,
Huh?
I do.
Yes,
I miss
I
that.
had the green ketchup. I remember that.
Yeah.
Why you like Green Lantern in your fries? What?
Hell
Great.
yeah.
You want some Green Lantern in your fries?
They're like they're like Captain Planet fries.
Was the green ketchup spicy like the green Tabasco?
No,
No.
just regular flavored ketchup.
Wait, Shane, what do you mean? You shitting on Tabasco, Shane?
I'm not a fan of spicy food. I'm a bitch when it comes to it.
Motherfucker, you eat Taco Bell for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What are you talking?
I mean, you're right on that.
You don't put fire sauce in your Taco Bell?
Hell no. I don't
No,
eat. I hate spicy.
I'm a plain basic bitch. Come on now.
But
You
in
always
my
know that.
defense, I used to love spicy food until I had a stomach ulcer and needed a blood transfusion. And they were like, stop eating spicy food. I was like, okay.
Okay, so you have a reason not to eat spicy
You
food.
have a reason.
You get to fucking.
I just can't take spicy food.
Shane
Shane's like,
just was a bitch.
Yeah.
Shane's like, fuck the spicy food, but this Baja Beach Blast, just
seriously.
about the gallon.
double fisting it.
Yeah.
You know,
don't-
Baja Beach Blast is like the soda equivalent of Hurricane or Old E.
No.
Isn't Oldie the dog from Garfield?
No, Old E as in Shane, do you know what Old E is?
Old
Old
English?
English 800.
Old English 800.
It's a malt liquor. Still crickets. Made famous by NWA back in the 80s. Malt liquor was a staple of the black gangster
Whoa.
community, also known as Rot Gut.
Yeah.
Wait, it was made famous by the National Wrestling Alliance?
It was very cheap.
Wow.
That's why Magnum TA crashed his car.
If they were straight out of Compton,
Oh,
probably.
wow.
And you could buy a 40 ounce of liquor for probably like a $1.34.
Speaking of
And
Baja
it was like
Blast,
20%
that's going to be in
alcohol.
stores pretty soon.
Just kidding, not 40%. It was just high gravity beer, like maybe like 12.
What, Young Rock on ABC got canceled?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sad about that.
Yeah.
I'm
Or did
sad.
Young Rock?
Did.
Ooh, it's multiverse. Young Rock died.
Yeah, he's not having a good year.
No, he's not. I feel
Wah,
bad for him.
wah.
I mean, I
So
was
Young
surprised.
Rock crossed over with Shazam and he got killed as a kid, and so like he can't turn to black out.
Wow.
Like, I was surprised he got 3 seasons out of Young Rock.
Hey, that show was funny as fuck.
It was
That show
funny,
is funny.
but it was definitely catered towards wrestling fans. And a lot of wrestling fans didn't like it because it was very inaccurate.
That's
You
all.
are correct.
Yeah.
So I watched that episode where they had like the person who was supposed to be Steve Austin and the Undertaker.
And then the Shawn Michaels.
They had people, once again, I'm always going to reference with VH1, the MC Hammer documentary. And they had these two people at a table making a record deal. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And this guy with a bandana on his head was like, hey, this looks like a good deal. What do you think, Suge Knight? Oh, I think it sounds like a good deal to me too, Tupac Shakur. And the person playing Suge Knight.
Ahmed
It's stupid, but it was funny. That's why I liked it.
So once again, in Young Rock, I was like, okay, so that's the Undertaker because there's only one motherfucker dressed like that. That's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Only one dude dressed like, but he looked like Stone Cold on meth. Like he was just like.
There was like a Dollar
Hey,
Tree version of everybody, and I loved it.
He looked like even colder Mike Austin.
It was
He looked-
actually
He looked like Chili McFrost. That's who he looked like.
Chili McFrost. The guy who played him was
Fag
actually a
McFrost.
wrestler,
Luke Hawk.
Luke Hawks.
He was supposed to be
Former-
the
the former-
Shawn Michaels.
Is he
of
like
show.
the
Altar
cousin
Boy.
of the Murder Hawk?
Former Altar Boy Luke from XPW.
Yep.
So let's get into this AEW Rampage real quick. Let's talk about that.
I didn't watch it.
So we have Bandito and the ROH World Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Bros.
Shiz
defeat
everywhere.
Ethan Page, Big Bill, and Lee Moriarty. And I gotta ask you guys something. Did y'all even remember the fact that the Lucha Bros were the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions?
No.
No, I forgot.
When they handed the belts, I'm like, oh, they tag champs? I totally fucking forgot.
Hey,
I
does
forgot.
Ring of Honor still have a weekly show?
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
it's on
Honor Club.
Honor Club.
Yeah.
They were taping them in Orlando at the Impact Zone, but now they're taping them in in
Wait
front
a
of
minute,
or
Lucha
behind
Brothers are
Dynamite.
ROH tag title?
Yeah,
Exactly.
They won them at the last big pay per
that's
view
before.
in the ladder match. They won them in the match where Dante Martin got hurt.
Bitch.
This is Big Money Drew,
So-
son of a bitch, moment of the night.
So
I did
Champions.
I did a mock AEW draft with Caden and Rob from Fightful, and
got there alive.
and Caden drafted the Lucha Brothers, but the rules of that draft were that you don't draft champions of AEW and Ring of Honor.
You've been
Call him out,
hornswoggled.
Drew. Call him out.
Bamboozled.
They shenaned on
straight.
you.
They should
Yeah.
say that.
Good win.
I think I won that.
Rails
just
roll.
anyway, but I had Collision. I had
You
CM
didn't land
Punk
on
and
Plymouth
Miro
Rock.
and Andrade.
Plymouth Rock landed on you.
So look, this whole Rampage show was real quick and easy. Let's go over this. Sky Blue beat Britt Baker,
Wait,
Mercedes
stop.
Martinez,
Hold up.
and
That
Nyla
was a
Rose
shock.
Wait,
to
stop.
become the new number
Wait,
one contender for the
wait,
women's
You
championship.
cannot sit here and say that this show was quick and easy without making some joke about either Shane or Sinner or myself.
Oh
or
no,
Drew.
no.
I mean,
Are,
come on.
Aubrey
are
Edwards.
you in the popcorn tub?
I got a quick and easy joke, but that's coming later. Powerhouse Hobbs defeated Caleb Crush.
That's coming in the bedroom later.
Who?
Billy
What kind
Gunn
of people, John?
Who's
beat
Caleb
Lucas
Crush?
Serpentico and Angelico in the main event of the show.
A local
But
talent.
the best two parts of this show for me was Billy Gunn and the Acclaim coming to the ring,
You don't want a scissor?
and the
Damn
fact
straight.
that fucking
Oh, yeah, that's
He
fact
made
that
a
they were
point
like,
that Sinner
you
made.
can't beat us during Pride Month. That popped me so fucking hard.
I mean, that's accurate.
that is accurate.
That is correct.
Now we need
Okay.
Sunny Kiss on
But-
AEW TV.
But Mercedes Martinez and Nyla Rose lost them during Pride Month.
Yes, one time a year.
Listen, Jungle Boy and Hook could just like give a smooch and everything would be forgiven, really.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Alex,
No. I think they need to have full blown anal in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jungle
Wow.
anal. Jungle
Wow.
anal.
That's a little extravagant, but okay.
Okay, hold up.
I wouldn't hate that either.
Before we go any further, I've got a problem. My problem is this.
I got
Oh,
a problem solver, and
You
its
know what?
name is
And
Revolver.
I know what you guys are gonna say.
Oh,
Because
man.
Hook is with Jungle Boy, Julian's gonna shit all over.
Yeah,
all over
no,
Hook.
really.
It's,
Yes.
it's not because of that. It's
Are you
because
sure?
I'm sure. It's because of this. Hook gets a pass. Hook gets a pass for having this FTW title. Who gives a fuck about it? Who defends it? Does it really have a lineage? I mean, people had it, but like, does anybody really defend? Which organization does it belong to? Like, what kind of lineage does it have? Anyway, he's got this FTW title, and how often does he defend it? Not very often. And here we have Hook just getting a pass. People just like they let him go, and we all know that is Taz's son. And Taz is like, hey,
Is it?
son, here's the FTW belt. And it's my, it's the belt that I created here. Why don't you just go ahead and have it?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's like, oh, look, it's Hook. Here comes Hook. Call Hook. And Hook is up here just like, that last tag match he had with Jungle Boy. Man, come on. Seriously?
Here
How
we
much of
go.
a tag match was that? Let's talk work rate. Come on. It wasn't all that great. And second of all, he's working with Jungle Boy. I mean, these guys spent more time wasting time outside the ring, not tagging in, not tagging out. And then, let's just put somebody through a table. Let me put someone in a submission move. Come on. This is like, it was literally like stank on top of stank. Like, let's just put some stank on it. And Jungle Boy already stank. So here we got just like the stank twins up here doing what? Just occupying time on TV. Because that match they had achieved absolutely nothing. We could have the Lucha Bros fighting somebody of consequence. And so what I'm saying here is, besides fuck Jungle Boy, why are we giving Hook a pass? And if we're giving Hook a pass and he doesn't deserve it, and fuck Jungle Boy, get them both off TV for right now. Thank you.
Well, I totally agree with you about that. But what was the best part of the whole night? The fact that we're going to have a mixed trios match with Aubrey Edwards, and the crowd was chanting for Aubrey.
Why?
Once again, Aubrey was like, I'm not, as a referee, I can't do this, but I'm going to catch you in catering. I'm going to catch you on the street. I'm going to catch you in the hotel. So what that tells me is this. What we've been saying about Aubrey is completely right. That bitch had to make it all about her.
Yeah.
The ultimate Karen is going to put that bitch in her place again. I can't wait. Drew, you know it's true. This bitch is putting herself over more than Hulk Hogan.
Also, she
Hey.
is playable in AEW Fight Forever. That's coming on June 29th.
She's putting herself over more times than Hogan dropped the N-word.
Wow.
And I ain't talking about Nielsen. Am I wrong?
Drew's like, you know
Somebody dispute that I'm wrong.
All I want to say is this. Jeff Jarrett is a true professional because tonight he brought the guitar with the red back so his lady would know not to bust it over nobody's head.
Yep.
He's like, this is the shoot guitar. The working guitar has got a brown back. The shoot guitar got a red back.
He should have gave it to her. She could
But he still should have gave it to her.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Tony Khan enables Aubrey Edwards to do what she does.
Oh my.
By putting her on TV, putting her in fucking... She's not Earl Hebner, goddammit.
She's not.
She's not Nick Patrick.
She's Girl Hebner.
She is not a referee that people give a shit about.
She's Girl Hebner.
She's not Danny Davis.
She is no
Although
fucking
she's a
Danny
nightmare.
Davis.
She ain't even Nick Patrick.
That's different
Nope.
Danny Davis, but same difference. Nick Pat. She's definitely no Nick Patrick. Hell, she's not even a fucking who is a fat referee from WCW?
Bryce Remsburg.
Did you say a fat referee?
Yeah, there's a
Wow.
fat referee.
Wow.
The fucking fat one.
Granny, don't call me.
Jay.
anything.
No, he wasn't
Bad
fat.
one.
Something J. Tommy J or something like that.
Wow.
Not Tommy Young.
We will not fat shame.
I just
All I
fucking
heard was
did.
the blue, 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 blue.
What I will shame is the fact that Aubrey Edwards is finally gonna get her comeuppance. And if she goes over, I'll be
Mickey
pissed.
J.
I
Mickey
don't-
J was the name.
I don't want her to get a comeuppance because she might reproduce.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that
And we're out.
that is the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast for this group of dudes here. You know what? Shout out to the Motor City Machine Guns.
Sir,
Kelly's
oh,
the
you
Impact
are
Wrestling
the father.
champion. And fucking
You know what?
Chris Sabin is the Impact Wrestling X Division champion. They got all the motherfucking belts
How'd that happen?
at the pay-per-view. And yes, Tony Khan is a bad booker. Hopefully Forbidden Door will be better.
And she's
I heard he's
playable
Booker of
in
the Year.
AEW Fight Forever. Come on.
Yeah, Tony
Well,
Khan
that's a
is.
video game.
That's because
so-
she had a lot to do with the fucking video game. That's why.
Right.
So
So,
with that being said, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.
We've
I'm
been
sorry,
hungry
Aubrey.
to see